Hello everyone and welcome back to Prehistoric Squared. So in today's episode I have a big project to announce. I don't know if it will take a lot of episodes or only a few, but I want to change the entire island of this island to make it a lot better, even though there is not that much of the animals, the prehistoric animals in or plants in this project. It will serve as a base for us to be able to make the things for the prehistoric animals, creatures in the long term. So that is why I'm doing it now, and I am very excited. It's going to be mostly a decorational thing, but here we have the fossil pit, and with that I have an idea to make the fossil processing place. So, you've got the fossil, but it's still covered in rocks, and since you have to be very delicate with it, you'll clean it up a little bit more, and then since there are parts that you cannot do just on the field right here, you plaster it to protect it during transportation, move it into a box, and send it to a place that can process it a little bit better, if my understanding was correct. I don't really know much, but that's what I'm going to do in this place. So I was thinking, like, after that we will go the fossil storage is going to be here, and we will make like a staircase to down here where the fossils are being stored before being taken away to a better place to analyze. And I have an idea for that, but that doesn't concern this island right now. So let's just start with the building, since I don't really have much idea of how the building will look in this place. So yeah, let's get to that. Hello everyone, I'm back, and not only have I built some buildings, I've also added some mods, as you can see here, and also it's Christmas time. First thing first, this fossil area, and so the first we will go through here. This is the footpath to this area. I'll make a better path here. So we've got 3 different areas. As you can see here, this is me building the frames, but I built the interior on my own time, so I don't have recording of that. So the first area here, as you can see here, we've got the fossils still embedded in the stone, and there's quite a lot of stone, and even we've got some coal. And here we'll use these kind of some tools, probably not this in the real world, but good enough. Probably we'll clean this off, and here is what we've got the fossil. Like, the bone is much more visible, but there's also some stones left, but since it's pretty hard to clean without damaging the fossils, we will do that in another location. So to do that, we'll prepare the fossils by putting it in plaster. With the plaster, we'll protect the fossil while we're going to transport it. Here we can see, just pretend this is plaster. Fossils plaster equals fossils inside of plaster. Just get all your Anki fossils right here. And the last part is putting the fossils inside boxes. So here is the table, so there's some plaster going around, since it's maybe kind of messy, I don't know. we'll put it in a box. Here are some boxes, there's some empty boxes. But from the fossils, we don't only get fossil of animals, we also get pottery and stuff. So there's some archaeological stuff here, there's one there, and there's one being boxed up also right there. So and also we've got some stone tablets here, some analyzers for stone tablets, I think, was it? Yeah. So with the boxes, we'll transport it into another place. We'll take one of the boxes, go through here, through this footpath, and so with building, I usually do some kind of story with it to go with it. So it's kind of more realistic, has some more weight to it. So that's why we've got all of this. There's the fossil area, there's this preparing area. We'll go through here, ignore that for a second. Okay, it's alright. We'll go take the fossils through here, and as you can see here, we've got some kind of port to we've got some kind of port, so we'll take the fossils from there down here and load it into a boat or a ship and transport it off somewhere in the distance. But I was thinking, oh, maybe it's not only one boat that's coming through here, there's a big port. So let's follow me here. I'll tell the reason about that later, why that bridge is like that. So we've got some place for the smaller boats here, but we've also got a bigger place for the bigger boats. So we can go up this platform and go board the ship from here. I think I'll put some cranes right here, there, so we can load the bigger ships easier. So that's what else I'm gonna do with this area. Maybe it's roughing up the place, maybe some boxes for details, use a little bit of that kind of stuff. So, and then we've got 3 buildings here that you can see, 1, 2, 3. That's the order that I built it. The first area is I was thinking, oh, there's a port. What should we have here? I was thinking, oh, we should have some kind of paperwork, since you have to document what you bring in and what you take out of this place. So this is where we got there. There's some paperwork laying around, and we can bring the bells here. We can see the area, and as you can see, I haven't updated that map, so let's take that and that. Yep, let's update that a little bit later. A little bit. Yep. Okay, that's updated. Is that updated? Yep, that's updated. Ooh, that's also not updated. Let's update that. Update all of this. Oh, I have not. Yeah, I think I have to go there. But yeah, so you can see here, there's no more snow, and so yeah, this is where you do some paperworks. But maybe you want to bring your stuff but take it later, or someone else will take it for you, so you can put your stuff here. So that's the place if you want to do that. But if you need some manpower, you'll go to this building right here. I haven't named it. I've taken some inspiration for the structure, so if you know what it is, you can tell me. I'm not sure you'll recognize it though. So here, for manpower, you can ask here, because some people are living here. They have some workbench, some desk, some books to read, and this is the chief place, or the kitchen. I'm not really sure. Yeah, you talk with the clerk here. What do you need? This stuff. So maybe the service that they can provide you is first loading and unloading stuff from your ships, since it might take some more manpower than you would expect. So you can yeah, well, I need some unloading, and I need some to load some stuff into my ship. Yeah, so that's one of the stuff. Or maybe a part of your ship has broken, but you don't really need to go to a shipwright. I think that's the so there's some carpenter here, so that they can fix a bit of your ship, your boat. And also maybe you need some crewmates, so maybe you can go there and ask if is there anyone available to do that, anyone willing to do that too. Yes, so that's that place. And the lighthouse is pretty self-explanatory, since boat, lighthouse, ships kind of goes together. So after that I was thinking, what else does the port needs? So I was thinking, if the big boats are going through here, they'll also have to go around the islands, maybe. Yeah, so with that area we have the giant bridge that maybe some boats can pass through. But if we have this bridge right here, it's not really big that not all boats can pass through there. So I was thinking, let's make a drawbridge. So that's why we've got this design on the bridge, so to let the boats pass through there. So that's one of the thing that I did. And also another thing, I don't know, it's kind of stereotypical, but since we're working with fossils here, there's some kind of marketplace. Not really marketplace, but I was thinking, the fossil black market. So I put an alleyway here. Maybe we'll put some stuff here to be more cluttered, more narrow. But if we go through here, we'll see a spruce door, and this is the black market area right below the lighthouse. And I've also built this terrain so we can connect the lighthouse to our house, so we're kind of lighthouse keeper too. So this is where the black market's gonna be. I think I'll shade it more so it's more hidden, more dark, more mysterious. The clerk, the merchant, will be staying in, maybe like there's a counter here. He's going to go through here. This is his living space, and he can come through here. Maybe this part is still unfinished. I think maybe I'll add something there later. Inside is also unfinished, but that's the gist of it. And I think it's kind of pretty cool to do some story. And honestly, I have had this idea of a story since we started this series. Not the boat part, but there's some kind of law from the start of the series till now. So maybe later on, I think I'm going to work on the boat and the details, maybe on a live stream. So maybe I'll tell the stories there. Can't promise there will be one though. So I think that's the first part that that we have right here on this island. That's the public stuff, so anyone can see that. Maybe not this part since it's for fossils and people don't really have a use for it, not that part also, but yeah, so I've put this kind of secret area that not all people can go through. I'm going to make a piston door with this, maybe a flush one, maybe not, I'm not really sure, but people can see it, but people just cannot access it most of the time. So we'll have that there. In here we'll probably have some this will be another storage space, but we will have some branches to go through the island, and we have the food production, like for the cows, the sheep wool, and also the plants, since we need to feed our animals. But there's also some other plants that I have. So we have lighten up of the tree, some of the trees. Maybe we'll put some more trees up there. It's kind of giving a better look to the place. Here we've got the road. Not all of it is lit, only a little part of it. So we'll have to do that. And in this area, I was thinking maybe a hatchery area, since the animal in this mod usually starts off small. I was thinking maybe we put an area to hatch them. So when we put them in the enclosure, they are not too small. Maybe we put an aquatic one here and a terrestrial one here, and that's why I've got this mode to make to transport the animal. Oh yeah, we can also use this to move the animals from there. I forgot that's a really good thing. So yeah, when we put the animals on the underground, we can take them with this. Yeah. And also we've got an animal right here. Just take them. Called chickens. Can we use that again? I'm not really sure how this works. So 2 use for that. Okay, 2 use for the small ones. I'm guessing that it's only for things like chicken and parrot, so not really a big deal. So that's one reason I've got this small animal net mod. Oh boy, die. Okay, and there's this building gadget mod that I've added. That's because I'm starting to build this bridge. Since it's a big bridge with a lot of blocks to place, I think I can get away with this, since it's just mind-numbing, time-consuming, and I don't really have that much time. And I know it's maybe kind of cheating with the spawner fragmental. I don't really know how to get those though. Oh no! Wow! Oh boy. So yeah, that's the thing that I'm doing right now. So I think now we can get started on the underground stuff. Maybe we'll sleep first. We'll take some stuff to prepare and then go underground. Welcome back everybody, and right now I'm in the middle of transporting my ships to the other island. So we're just going to click them with a piggy backpack if we can get them. Come here. There we go. So we got them here. We just bring them back to our island and then put them in a temporary enclosure, temporary pen. So we just go back and forth to take all of our ships into this island right here. And to show you guys why, let me put my cargo back and show you the basement that we've made. So there is a bit of change on the plan. I'll tell you when we get there. So we're here, we've got the door, and I've done some redstone on it just to make a 2x2 flush with the door. I'll change the input later, but now it's just like this to get in. So the first room is going, instead of the fossil stuff, storage stuff, we'll put like the storage for the fossils before we transport them to the port. So that's the first room, and then there's a long corridor, and I'm planning to make this a 2-level one. This is the basement one, and the other is going to be called the basement 2. So Here's the plan for the basement. This is the chicken room, as you can see here. I've got some dirt, some coarse dirt for the floor. Here is the egg-laying chicken, and maybe we'll need some meat chicken since we can use them for the chicken essence stuff. And maybe, I don't know if you've seen a chicken coop. So I've seen some, and there's like what's this called again? So just stuff that the chicken can hop on and just sit there. Of course, in this game the chicken won't be able to do that, but it's kind of cool to have that anyway. The second room is the cow's room. Right now there's only one cow and then also another cow outside, but this is basically just for beef and also for milk, since we need milk for the biogoo. And the third one is the sheep one. I've built it quite a bit more than the cow's one, and so basically we will just put some sheep on the grass here, let them eat, and then automatically will shear the sheep, and it will instantly goes to the hopper down below. It's not wired yet, and I need to make a few changes here and there, but pretty easy. So the way that the contraption works, if you don't know, so the sheep will eat the grass right here, and then there will be an observer right here, and the observer will make a dispenser on this block go off. With that dispenser, there will be a shear, and the shear will shear the sheep, and then it'll get collected by the hop mine cart down below. So it will be an automatic one. And then there's another room. This will be my personal room. There will be the forge. There will be some transportation stuff. I think this will be finished later. I don't know if it will be in an episode, a live stream, or just on my own time. This is going to be the mob rooms. Since we've got the animal net mod, I figured maybe later on we can have some mob spawners to use for mob grinder. And this is the last room in the first basement floor, is the fossils and archaeology room. And here is also the way you go between the basement floors, and also you can also go up into the surface, because I've got an elevator block here. So here we are on the storage unit, the warehouse thing. The block is in this block, in the corner of this chest. So we just go shift here, we go to the first basement floor, shift again, and we'll get to the second basement floor. Here, as you can see, we've got the culture fab. I made it so that the observer right there that you can see here, their face, will detect it, and then after detecting it, it will turn on the lights up there. So if we were putting some animals there to cultivate, if it's active, we'll see it turning on this lamp, and when it's done or it's broken, it will turn off the lamp. Here, let me show you. So it will also work if we just delete that. See, it makes it turns on, and then bloop, and it turns off again. And here is where I'll put the storage system and also the farming stuff, the crops. And here it connects to the personal room. So let's continue with building this one, what's called again, the crop room. So I think I want to make there's like water here on each side and also on the top side. So for each it's for letting the crops wet, like and on this one we'll need like water, so the crops will get washed away. I'm sure you know I'm sure you'll recognize the mechanism when you see it. So I think let's start on this level right here. This will be the dispenser, I think. Wait. Let me try something here. Since I've got some trapdoors. So let's isolate the water here. Yeah, I don't think it can go through there. And was that the waterlogging stuff that works like that? I don't remember. So I think we either go with dispenser or we go with piston to block stuff up. So anyway, the mechanism for that doesn't really matter right now, since we'll just do the dirt first. So let's get some dirt, not that much, and here I'll show you how we can use the building gadgets. So I've marked like 7 blocks, I think. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Wait, oh yeah, 1 2 3 1 2 3. Yep, that's 7 blocks. So we stand here and it should be 7 blocks. Yep. So since we did some wrong, we just press U to undo that, and then we can continue on. So right now it's in build to me mode, since I don't really know how to do the other one. So that's one layer. Go here, and then so we just build here, snap that. And then the last one will be 8, since the reason we need 7, because when going straight, water goes like 8, I think. Wait a minute. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Oh, it's 8 here, so I need to put it that there. And if we go straight, let's see, as you can see here, if we go straight, the water will flow down continuously, because it only spreads to 8 blocks, and since it has 7, it can go to down a Y level, and that will reset it, and it will goes to the 8th one. Yeah, 7 8. Yep, that's 8. So here we will have some hoppers to collect the crop. We will have the dirt until there, and then the hoppers here, so we can collect all of the crops. So when we need to harvest, we can just push a button and water will come through there, flush down the crops, and then to the hopper where we will collect that. That's basically the system. I'm sure most of you have already seen it in work. Oh yeah, the reason I'm putting the water on the side and not on the middle, like when you're doing it normally and on the ground, is because if we put water in the middle, it can lead to some complications, because the water that is going down won't reach the bottom, since they'll merge with the water that is in the middle. So that poses a bit of a problem. We'll just need to water this part and then hoe them down, and then that's going to be the farmland. I think now it's just going to be the bulwark of the project, and I'm just going to need to bring the animals into here, monster stone, and then we'll just start production. And after that comes the interesting part, since this is mainly for just utility and since all of this is for utility, we'll finally be able to do the interesting part, which is the dinosaurs, the ancient animals. So I'm really excited for that. But before we can do that, we do really need to finish this. Since the dinosaurs need food, we need resources and those kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and do that. Hello everyone and welcome back to the second podcast. And while my past off is building a crop farm in the background, we'll just talk about other things. Yes. So this episode is, I think, the longest one that we're going to have in the series for now. And this is because I want to do all the necessary stuff right away, because I want to get to the fun stuff quicker. By the fun stuff, I mean the animals from the fossils and archaeology mods. Let's focus a little bit on the background here. I already decided to remove the redstone signaling thing from the culture fat because they were too much of a hassle to deal with, and I also redesigned the room a little bit here. And let's get back to the point from before. So the reason I really want to get into the fossils and archaeology stuff more quickly is because they are announcing that they are working on the 1.18 port of the mod. And I really want to do all of this stuff before they are able to release it. I know it'll be quite some time till then, but I still really want to make sure that we finish all of the things that we can in this series before moving on into the next series, because I have an idea on what mods that I'll be adding in the next series in 1.18, and it'll be quite a lot different from this one. New teams and all of that stuff. Now let's get back to the series. So after that montage, we've done most of the stuff that's needed to do. Chickens with the egg, the cows for the milk and the meats, the sheep for the wool, and also our crops down here. The thing is though, a lot of the stuff that I prepared was not functional. So first this. You see, this is the most expensive room in this basement stuff, because we've got a dispenser in the back there, each one with a share. For each sheep there's chest, hopper, minecart with hopper, and so there's a lot of iron. There's 5 there, there's 5 there, 15, 17 with the shares. And you know what? I didn't know that in this version you cannot share a ship with the dispenser. So all of these resources that I've built this big room with 2 floors, with dispensers, with observers, all of that for nothing. And this is not my only failure either. Let's go to the... Oh yeah, this is the archaeology and fossils room. There's considerably a lot more archaeology on this. We've got the analyzer. It has hopper going down to the chest. There are the broken and the figurines, and then the fixed one. Now if we just go through here, as you can see here, I've deleted the detecting system because there was a lot of problems with it. So all of that resources also for nothing. We've got some lights, we've got new walls, some kosher fire there. We'll move the chest later. We've also planted some crops, but this doesn't work as well as I would have wanted it to. Just like the sheep stuff. You see here, I've already put the lever here for the, and as you can see, for the piston, and as you can see there, it works. But I forgot to place my water in the right place, so now it doesn't go down properly, and only stops there. And also there's a little bit of stuff going here, but I don't think this matters so much. We can just run through here and take it. But yeah, we need to move this by one block, so the piston will be here, the water source will be there, so that's another lapse in my judgment. Another wrong thing here is the light, because the crops need some light to grow, but I didn't have these lights before, and right now they are kind of ugly, but later we'll make them better, make them more efficient, because these crops are getting too dark and cannot grow properly. I'll fix it on my own time or on a live stream, but there's just been a lot in this episode, and I think that is it for this video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.